Hi, welcome. This is Love Teeth Sutton. Let me show you around. So, a nice bougie waiting area, chandelier. My strapline is experience confidence. That's what we aim to do for every single patient. Here you've got my reception team. They're the happy face that will greet you here at Love Teeth Sutton. Let's head down. I've always really known I wanted to open my own dental practice, more for the creative freedom. I always knew I wanted clinical excellence partnered alongside a clinic that created an experience to a patient that's never been seen before. When opening a dental practice, the most difficult thing that will come to a dentist is the actual planning, designing, building control. All of these aspects become the most difficult part. When we're building a dental practice, all we want to concentrate on is what treatments we want to provide and the flow the patient will go for that. That's where RPA Dental came in, and that is the lifesaver I had. I wouldn't have been able to expand so quickly and so efficiently without their experience in the dental field, where they dealt with the building control side of things for me, gave me advice which I've never heard of before, but more importantly, helped me drop the dental chairs into rooms to make sure it's in the correct angle for the patient's needs. So when I had to make the choice which dental chair to use when I expanded, I went for the chair that gave me the least number of issues, and that was the Castellini. So I got in touch with the team at RPA Dental. They service and look after the chairs and they fit them out. So I thought, guys, I want to expand. Can you help me out? And that's where I got in touch with RPA Dental, who came in. I showed them the drawings of the clinics and they just started dropping chairs in. It was easy as pie. I said to them, I wanted a principal chair. I also wanted an associate chair. They showed me a wide range, and I swear down to this day, I have not regretted it because it's been easy as pie. They're comfortable, they look slick. My patients feel they're part of the design of my practice and they fit in perfectly. They even got me carbon fiber on one of my chairs. So the point I'm trying to make is when picking a chair, try and find one that suits your needs. For me, it was always going to be Castellini. It had the technology. I love tech. We have a light that has 5,000 lumen. It has 3 different settings for light curing, surgical, composite. It's got X-ray arms built into the chair, so some of my chairs, there's not much room. So I've got an X-ray arm built onto the chair. I even then went out to the factory, out in Bologna, and saw how these chairs are being built. And it was like a car factory. I love cars. This was a chair factory. Same thing. I got my Italian cars, I got my Italian chairs. They fitted in perfectly into what Love Teeth was about, what I was about, and the technology that I loved. So one of the main factors you look at when you're buying a dental practice or buying your first dental practice is, has it got room for growth? If it was already maxed out and doing all the treatments you always wanted to do, then you're not really going to grow it. Profitability is not going to be great in that sense. As a business model, you're better off working at that clinic as an associate. As a principal, when you go in, you look for the growth. So I went in, I bought my mixed NHS practice. I knew I have steady patients coming in. I had a clear mindset on which treatments I wanted to provide and how I was going to provide it. As a young dentist wanting to open your own dental practice, I think it's really important that you're very clear on which treatments you want to provide and how you're going to provide them to your patients. That makes you unique, and that's why the patients will follow you. Over the years, obviously, I've now gone from 1 practice to 6 practices, and it's the same copy and paste I have done from the practice number 1, but I've changed with the times. There's been times when financially the world has been in a hard place. I've had to adapt. The struggles I have is getting the life and work balance right. I have 3 children, I have a wife. I would say I'm quite early married still. And it's getting that balance right and knowing why you're doing it and having a very supportive family that's going to know if you're going to do something special, it's not going to be easy. And I'm going to have to sacrifice parts of life and time with them to make this possible. And, you know, if you find that right person, it makes it all a lot easier.